crystal ball reading. So, just move the cards a little. So, today we are doing crystal ball. An early crystal ball for me, so I don't know how many people can make it. Hopefully, we have some. IST, perhaps you Australian guys can make it. That'll be very nice. Same cards as yesterday, and yeah, let's get into it as soon as we can. As soon as you guys are ready, I guess. Kieran, hello and welcome. So it's really lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the like, Kieran. I really appreciate that. So I'll just wait for a few more people to come in to go over the cards. So we have Tamika. Hello and welcome. It's lovely to see you. So I will just go over the cards in a moment. Oh, we have Jasmine as well. Good morning. Good morning. So, okay. 3 of you in, that's great. I'm sure more will join us. So, Crystal Ball. I'm going to do it for like maybe about an hour. So excuse my voice, my throat. I've been talking too much. I think I'm losing my voice. So, what we're going to do is about an hour of crystal ball, and because of the other sessions that I have booked in, I this is the best time for me to kind of fit it in. I do have some channelings. If you're waiting on a channeling from me, or you're waiting for a reply, that is all planned and scheduled. This is just the best time. This is the best time to do a crystal ball, basically. So if you're waiting for a reply, you will get that today. So, love, light, and blessings to each of you. It's lovely to see you. And yes, so Kieran, Tamika, Jasmine, Mecca, wonderful to see you. So we do have the same cards as yesterday. You probably remember them, but let me just go over them a little bit. So we have, in case we do have anyone new in, so we have Akashic, we have Spirit Animal, we have Dragon. This is a new one. We have Love and Light. These are a replacement for our Angel cards at the moment. We have the Starseed and the Moon Magic. And we also have the Love cards that you can see here. So, oh no. The music stops as soon as I start streaming. It's been playing for a while. Ah. One moment. Okay, so let's get to questions. Hello and welcome. If you are new, my name is Venus. This is Secret Frequencies. We do readings like this on this channel all the time. Today is a quick one. Today is a short one, just to let you know. But yes, if you are new, I prefer if you would leave your full name and date of birth with your question, just because when you see a psychic in person, they can pick up on your energy. But when we are at a distance, it's easier to connect when I can have a little bit of something to connect with you with, you know? So full name and date of birth is preferred if you are new, but this is public online, so if you don't want to put that, I understand. I will still answer your question. Just the more I can connect with you, the more accuracy I get. I am behind, I'm always behind in the chat. Do not spam the chat. Do not repeat your question. I will get to you eventually. If you're super urgent for your question to be answered, then you can send a super chat and I will answer right away. But if you want a free reading, You just have to have a little bit of patience for me to get to you. That is all, okay? So we'll begin with questions. So we have Kira says ST, current feelings and intentions for me. The current feelings come through as it's like a likability. It's like a likability, compatibility, feeling like, I wouldn't necessarily say feeling a connection, but I definitely would say there's positive energy. But in terms of intentions, I don't feel like there's too many like plans, of action with you, like wanting to do certain things or talk about certain things or anything like that. I don't really feel too much in the way of intentions, but I don't feel negative intentions, so we'll say that. And Akashic for marriage for Kieran as well. What way is the deck? It's this way, okay. So you have the Karmic Trench. So the Karmic Trench is interesting because it's one of the cards that we do want to be drawn upside down. So we see a man digging, and he's just digging and digging, digging and digging and digging in the same fields. And for this, it's like it's repeating the same negative patterns, the same negative cycles. So my examples would be, it could be you know it could be like smoking or drinking, like having a bad habit that you keep repeating, um and you're going to yeah, so that could be the cycle. But the cycle can also be something that you repeat throughout lifetimes. So if you have a like a karmic lesson that you need to learn that you're not learning, you might keep coming back to learn that lesson. But when we draw this card upside down, it's saying that you're going to release yourself from a karmic cycle. So that's very positive. We want it this way. You're going to release yourself from a karmic cycle, and you may also be getting some good karma coming to you. So that's a nice one to get. Tamika, it's lovely to see you. And Jasmine too. Kieran, what's my current blockage towards meeting my true soulmate? Okay. It doesn't feel like a blockage, it feels like timing, like divine timing. Guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. Yes, I greatly appreciate that. Mega, hello and welcome. What are R's current feelings and next actions for me? Current feelings and next actions feel kind of like, it's I still get a very samey energy. It's a steady energy, which I think I've picked up for a while. It's like still wanting to see you, wanting to spend time with you, wanting to connect with you, wanting to deepen the connection, but it's very steady. It doesn't feel like anything intense, like proposal or, something intense. It just feels steady. Tamika. Tamika says, will my future husband be famous or just well known in his industry? Last time he said he was in the entertainment industry. Okay. Yeah, so he's a bit of a background person, but definitely respected. I would say respected. Kieran says, how will be year 2026 in terms of my financial situation? Okay, so we can see if generally there's more of an improvement or less of an improvement. Of course, I cannot do a full 2026 reading for anyone on stream. We do quick fire questions on stream. We can't do any really in-depth readings because I could take half an hour at least with one person. So let's just see if generally there's going to be increase or decrease. Yeah, so generally we are seeing increase, and it does seem to be heading a little bit more towards the end of the year. Okay. Jasmine, is my high level soulmate D still coming in March? Getting a yes on that. Our love card for Megha. So you have pay attention to signs. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidences. So sometimes we doubt our synchronicities. We do think, oh, maybe that was just a coincidence, you know? But no, it's not the case. You are getting actual signs, so trust those signs. Um, and Kieran says, what does LJ want from my friend Lyric? I feel like just for things to be positive, I feel like there's something that wants to be fixed, that needs to be fixed, and it's kind of like intention to fix that and to move on positively. That's how it feels. And Tamika says, I'm moving to Rome in January 2027. When will I meet my future husband? So there is very high energy in 2027, but I am guessing that there is possibility of paths, a small possibility of paths crossing next year. There is a small possibility of that. But yeah, 2027 has high energy. Kieran says love card. And can I just say, guys, please, space out your questions a little bit more. Have respect for other people in the chat. Let a few other people ask questions before you ask. So a love card for Kieran. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Now you could already be in this. Maybe you're already in that time apart, or maybe it's just that. And also time apart can be like distance, so like long distance relationships as well can be included in that. Maybe you're going to get into a long distance relationship, but time apart from your partner, it can mean that you're already in it, or that you will head into it, or that you may get a long term relationship. Stola says it's Jack, my biological father. Okay. I'm getting a yes on that actually. Kieran says, why is my root chakra imbalanced? It does seem to be a combination of things. There's a little bit of some unintentional psychic attacks that have happened in the past that you have remnants from. There's a little bit of um, kind of, I wouldn't say wrong decisions because we didn't really make the wrong decisions, but making decisions that take you down a little bit of a lesser path. So you're kind of being unbalanced from your higher path. So I'm seeing that as well. Jasmine says, I think I just woke up from a dream about Randall. What was the dream all about? I can't remember. Just that he was there. Okay. Yeah, he's trying to connect to your energy. He's trying to still kind of have a hold of your energy, and that's why he's coming up in that dream. But yeah, it seems like the interesting thing is what's coming up is like your the reason why you're not remembering it is because your higher self is protecting you. You're being protected. So it's like he's trying to come through, but your higher self's like, no, no. So that's why you're not remembering it. It's nothing to do with your own memory being bad or anything like that. Or, sometimes we just don't remember dreams and that's just the way it is. But it was your higher self protecting you from that. Tamika says, will I become a millionaire in my lifetime? I'm getting a no on that. I'm getting a no on millionaire, but I do feel like you could have the potential of, a good abundance, like positive abundance. But I wouldn't say millionaire level, but a decent level, higher than average. Kieran says, what does TRCM want from me? It feels kind of like proving yourself, to prove yourself in some way. Carolyn says hello Venus and hello everyone. It's very sweet and it's lovely to catch Carolyn. Mecca says when will I meet R next and how will it go? So I'm guessing like just over a week as a high prominent possibility and positive energy with it. Kieran says why is Centura not reaching out to me? There seems to be distraction and more focus on other priorities. It's like you're low on the list of priorities, and there's like almost like forgetting about you a little bit, not in a negative way, just because of like priorities in the lifetime. Like I say, oh sorry, I read that one. Yasa, hello and welcome. When will I find my future spouse? I need to know his appearance. Okay. So, okay. It's coming up more to be like 2027, 2028. And with appearance, I'm getting quite, like, let me really try to hone in on this. So I'm getting brown eyes come through. I am getting brown eyes. Getting brown eyes and short hair. And I'm getting like kind of average height. You know, I'm not getting short or tall. I'm getting like quite average height. And like well taken care of. Like someone who looks after themselves is what comes through. Tamika says, "Will I have a business with my future husband?" So it seems like separate jobs, separate businesses or separate jobs, but it seems like there's a lot of help between each other. Like you do have the potential of supporting and helping one another, which is nice. Magha says, on my birthday, while I was getting ready and dressed, R kept staring at me. What was his thoughts and feelings, and why was he staring like that? Okay. Yeah, it's just physical attraction. It's physical attraction, and yeah, that's like the main thing I can say. Feeling lucky. Tamika says, when will I start a new job? I feel more like it would be March time. Feel more like March time. Caroline says, Christopher rang me today. His feelings and energy about the call, please. Okay. There's a what the main thing that comes through is a relief of anxiety. It feels a little bit more like I there was a really high like build up of anxiety, and it feels like that's relieved a little bit. He feels more like he can open up and talk to you now. He feels a little bit like you know, whether we get into something negative or positive or in between, I feel more open, like I can talk to you. Um, so curious is watching my clients want from me. So I'm getting things like professionalism, um, enthusiasm. Um, I would I wouldn't say hard work, but I would say like in depth, being very focused and in depth. Jasmine says two of my male neighbours helped me with my truck in 2 consecutive days. Was this solely because I needed the help, or is this a sign that things are opening up and being drawn romantically to to me again? People being drawn romantically to you again. Okay. Yes, it's like a combination of the two. I feel like they're both valid, but yes, your external energies are heightening. It's almost like you're coming out of that chapter of your external energies were totally focused on in one direction, and now they're opening up, and other people are coming to them, like being magneted to them. I'm just going to close the window. I'll be one moment. Bear with me. Don't want to know anything. Oh, I'm back. Oh. Okay. So Alex Kant says, what kind of live is this? Read the title. It says it's Crystal Ball and Oracle card reading, as the title says. Kieran, what's my current karmic cycle that I need to learn? Okay, so there's certain things that like my angels, they tell me not to tell people. So it's things like life lesson, like really important life. I can guide people on life lessons, but I can't just tell you full out what your life mission is. So there's things like that I steer away from a little bit. Yeah, it's like fortune telling, Alex. Yes. And hello and welcome. I'm Venus. Um, Kieran, what's my current blockage towards attaining financial stability? It's the block in your root chakra. You need to remove this block in your root chakra. Alex says this is so cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you subscribe. It would be lovely to see you again. And feel very free to ask questions. So we ask specific questions on the crystal ball. I don't do anything like what's coming in the next year, what's coming in my love life, what's coming in money, because it's too broad of a question. So um, I could take half an hour with each person if I delve too deep. So we ask specific questions or we ask for cards. So we have Akashic, we have a spirit animal, we have dragon, we have starseed and moon magic, we have love and light, and we have love cards, like actual like romance love cards. And excuse my voice today. I've been speaking a lot lately, and I think I'm losing my voice a little bit. So excuse me. Um, Freya says spirit animal card. Yes, you have the porcupine spirit. So the porcupine spirit, it says time for beginner mind. So the porcupine spirit is a lot about starting something new. So it could be a new love path, a new work path, a new love path, work path, heading into a different direction on your spiritual path, or adding something new to your spiritual path, a new creative project, something new. The porcupine spirit's a nice one for the new year as well. It's a nice totem animal to connect with for the new year. And it's protective. It's very protective with its kind of spiky energy as well. Can um, help you with any negativity coming towards you. Tamika says, "What will my next job industry be in?" Yeah, I do just get very broad, like kind of um, there's two kind of words that come through. There's entertainment and there's technology that comes through. That are two words that come through. Michelle Buckley, hello and welcome. I hope you are well. It's nice to see new people. If you are new, I am Venus. This is Secret Frequencies. You're very welcome to ask questions for the crystal ball. Yes, our crystal ball is very, very small. This is my travel crystal ball. I'm away at the moment, staying in a friend's home in Keighley, Yorkshire, in the UK. And today I will be traveling back home to the Wirral later on. So, as I said, guys, if you are a member, depending on the time I get home, there might be a heart chakra crystal ball. So if you're a heart chakra member, you might get an extra crystal ball this evening. So do bear in mind, this crystal ball today, now, and we only have about 35 minutes left. So it is a quick one. And hopefully, if we do get time to have a heart chakra one, we can do at least 2 hours for that, I'm hoping. So that's kind of the plan, but we'll see. It all depends because I didn't drive here myself. I had a lift here. So I'm relying on my friend to take me home. And my friend the friend that's taking me home is at work. So we have to wait for them to finish work and then they can take me home. And then we'll see about crystal ball for heart chakra members. But if it's not today, it will be before the end of December. And also for members, I should say, we have the abundance spell coming up. So all the members are having a brand new type of abundance spell coming up on the 30th of December. If you haven't voted on that poll yet, please do, because 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. both have the same amount of votes. So I don't know whether to do 3 p.m. or 8 p.m. for it. I'm really not sure what to do yet. I think a few more people need to vote. So please do that. But yes, if you're new, please ask specific questions for the crystal ball. Leaving your full name and date of birth helps me connect with your energy. But if you don't feel like doing that because it's public, then I will still I'll still ask the question. It just might not be as accurate if you don't put your information so I can connect with you. But yes, I'll get on with a few more questions before I go into anything else. Mega says, "R has been busy from past few days and we are not in contact since then. That is making me insecure. Do you see if he has been involved with someone else romantically or something? The flirting energy has increased. So yes, I would say yes. It feels to me to be like messaging. It doesn't feel to be physically in person. I can't fully say no to that because there is romantic energy, but it feels like messaging to me. Jasmine says, "Oh, thank you. Just moderating. I appreciate that." Kieran says, "Why? What do I keep seeing water bodies in dreams like almost every day?" So, Kieran, please elaborate on the bodies of water because the bodies of water are important in dreams. So, it all depends. Is the water clear? Is it calm? Is there a lot of water? Is there a small amount of water? Is it murky? Can you see through it? Is it tidal waves? You have to be clear about the type of water that you're seeing. Acacia for Kieran. Please space out your questions a bit more, Kieran. Please let other people ask questions, though. I will just say that. But we'll give you this card. So we have the Muse. The Muse is linked to the sacral energy, and the Muse is about finding being inspired. So being inspired on your creative path. You might be inspired to create something, put something out to the universe. It's just a really positive energy for inspiration and creation. But also it can suggest travel, and because it's sacral energy, it can give a hint into maybe something positive romantically, but generally it's more the creative side of the sacral, not the romantic side of the sacral. Um, Micah says Acacia as well, okay? So you have Archangel Raphael. So you're being given an angel that you can work with, and this is specifically to help on your love path. But when we say love path, it's not just the romantic love path, because we see the green and the pink orbs, and they're important. The pink orb is the romantic love. The green orb is the more extended love, so friends, family, um, animals, plants, things like that, the earth. So it's very high positive energy for love. Archangel Raphael can help you if there's conflicts in any love connection, like a romantic love connection or a family connection. Call on Archangel Raphael to help you out with any love issues. Jasmine, one of my neighbors helped me place my jumpers cables on my truck Friday. Was he genuinely helpful, or was he helping to show interest in me? Yeah, so again, I'm picking up both. There is a genuinely generous and helpful energy to this person, but there definitely was a kind of. It's more like a questioning. Am I feeling something here? Kind of like that. Freya says Acacia. Freya, you have the initiation on the Count Saint Germain. So, one thing about this is it's a highly positive omen of your spiritual path. So it could be your third eye balancing and opening a bit more, your crown chakra opening a bit more. It could be about connecting with your guides more. If you're on a highly spiritual path yourself in terms of trying to, enhance your intuition or enhance your gifts, that can really help. So the initiation in Count Saint Germain, it's very much about the spiritual path. You might even it can even suggest that the spiritual people you're being drawn to, like the spiritual communities or mentors or anything like that you're being drawn to, you're on the right path. You're choosing the right people. Oh, you have gold and silver violet flame dragon. So take a look at that. It's very beautiful. It says, transmute the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic and healing. Offer a service under grace. So, with the magic and healing, I think that's interesting. It resonates with your Acacia card because it's telling you that you're on the right spiritual path. And if you do need any magic or healing, you're being drawn to the right people to help you with that. Kieran says, how will my future spouse be looks wise? I'm actually not picking much up for that at the moment. I'm seeing very smartly dressed. But that's the only thing I'm really seeing at the moment. I apologise for that. Mega says, how did that G girl and R get to know each other? Why he added her on Instagram? There seems to be someone who he met through a friend. It seems like meeting through a friend. Michelle Buckley says, hi, noob. Pretty weird thing to say. But always nice to see trolls on the channel. Yeah. Press a Starseed card. Yay, a Starseed card. Magnificence. You have magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. So don't forget that. You know, a lot of the time with empaths and spiritual people, we value other people more than ourselves. You are just as important as everyone else. Don't discount your own amazement, your own magnificence. Don't discount it. Kieran says, what kind of husband will I have? I don't really understand the question. What do you mean by what kind of husband? Do you mean like, will it be like will it be long term? Will you be divorced? Do you mean like, will he be, I don't know, what are you really asking about him to know, you know? Because again, it's something where I could go really deep into it, like all these different things about the husband. It could open up a big reading, which at the moment we're doing quick fire questions for stream. Excuse me, I do have a little bit of a sore throat from talking too much. So dragon for Megha. Did we do that? Dragon for Megha. Okay, there we are. So you have Archangel Gabriel's dragon. Oh, brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. So you're getting a dragon, but also an archangel. So archangels must be quite close with you at the moment. But purification is important. You might need a cleanser, or your guides might just be naturally helping you with cleansing, you know. Tamika says, should I move to Melbourne next year to find work or stay in Sydney? I'm guessing a yes to Melbourne, actually. A moon card for Freya. Yes, of course. Oh, you are? I'll read it because I know it's back to front for you. Well, a few of them wanted to pop out, so maybe someone else on stream needs one. We have, I will not remain stuck. I choose change. So you're not going to allow yourself to stay in stagnant energy. You're not going to allow yourself to procrastinate. You're going to move, pick up that momentum. So that's really nice. Kieran, Lania, feelings and intentions towards me. I get positive and supportive energy there with that one. Jasmine says, so is D still set to appear even though I'm having a hard time releasing the twin flame? Why is that he's set to appear anyway? Yeah, so it feels like you are having a hard time releasing the twin flame, but it feels like you're getting there. It feels like your improvement will be an upward trajectory, and you may be surprised by end of January, February time how much you have released. You may be surprised by that. Moon card for Kieran, of course. So it says, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. So yes, seek truth and act on what you realize. So when we do find the truth, we need to act on that. There's no ignoring it or brushing it under the carpet. Just act on what the truth really is. Don't take off those rose-tinted glasses and just go with what you're really seeing, what your eyes are really showing you, or your mind's eye is really showing you, you know? Love and light card for Megha, of course. There we are. So you have walk away from illusions and towards truth. Show me the right path, point out the road for me to follow. So if you want to ask your guides, your angels, God, whoever you connect with, higher energies, even your higher self, you may want to ask them to show you the right path and to clear any illusions. So if there currently are any illusions, maybe a little meditation, a little prayer, please, higher self, God, universe, source energy, please help remove the illusions, show me only the truth, and show me the right path. You know? Freya, another dragon card, of course. If you're drawn to have more than one of the same deck, you're very welcome. So here we are. Lilac Fire Dragon for Freya. Transmute through the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. So the Lilac Fire Dragon, transmuting through the power of divine love. So the divine love, you know, is all love. It's unconditional love. It's love of source energy. It's love of your God, your universe, your deities, your spirit guides, all of those things. Lilac Fire Dragon. So guys, if you have not liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. And AA, hello and welcome. So I will just go over a few things. So I'm Venus, this is Secret Frequencies. If you are new, hello and welcome. I do apologise that it's a slightly short stream today, but I'm getting through questions as quickly as I can. So we have crystal ball readings, and we have oracle cards. I may go back over the oracle cards in a moment. If you're unsure of the kind of questions to ask, please refer to others in the chat. Specific questions for the crystal ball, please. No open questions, no broad questions. So if you do need to contact me outside of stream, my information is in the description of the video. I have my Facebook, my email, and my Discord. You're very welcome to join the Discord group. It's very quiet at the moment, but we will build up and we'll have more chats in there. We'll have more video calls and just more relaxed talks in there eventually. But if you so I do readings like on stream, but more in depth. I do crystal ball, pendulum, tarot, oracle, candle wax, bone reading, flower reading, channeling, starseed reading, past life reading. I do all different types of readings, and they're all available on my website, which is secretfrequencies.com/shop. That's secretfrequencies.com/shop. So you're very welcome to check out what I offer. I do Reiki, sound healing, cleansers, very good at cleansers. Cleansers is my main one. Personal cleansers, home cleansers, and things like that. And also I do I do something else. Oh my gosh, why is my mind a blank? But yes, so all the spiritual things you can probably think of, you can find on my website and connect with me there. They're all very reasonably priced. And yeah, you can just message me off stream if you need to. But AA, hello, welcome. Ash's thoughts for me today, okay? Not picking up anything yet today, so maybe there's a bit of busyness going on there and you're not quite at the forefront right now. Kieran says, what are my future spouse's expectations from me, okay? To be supportive, to be kind, and I would say agreeable, but I don't mean in the sense of like not having your own opinion. I just mean in the sense of being very not argumentative, being kind and soft, you know, that kind of energy. AA says, will Asha and I meet at S's New Year's Eve party? Okay, I'm seeing a very high prominence of this. I'm seeing about 85% chance of this, so it does seem like high prominence. Mecca, I saw a gal G's text on ours Instagram. What is going on between them? What are they talking about? Yeah, this is definitely where there is flirty energy going on. I do feel like there is something going on there, flirting wise. I don't feel like it's serious or this, you know, I do feel like it's serious in terms of like there's a relationship going on, but I do feel like it's not great. Um, Jasmine says, why in the world is Randall trying to connect to my energy? Is it to, is it control, ego, or him still wanting to be with me, or what? Definitely control. I definitely feel it's control. And Kieran, what's CB's current feelings and intentions towards me? I feel like there's a bit of uncertainty, not fully knowing if I rally to, not fully knowing if I rally to how much I like you. Is there something that is there something, is there a incompatibility? Questioning that, but definitely wanting to know, not just like, if that makes sense. It's kind of like wanting to see if we do connect, and if we can progress more. I feel like there's a bit of doubt about compatibility, about how resonance. A says, any love message from Asha to me. Let's do a love card. You are enough. The person you're meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. So when we get a message that we don't need to change, that's great. It means you're doing great. But we all grow and change all the time. So I feel like it means more that they're supportive and happy with any growth and change that you do have, but they don't feel like you need to do it. They're not pushing you to do it, or saying you need to change in any way. Moon magic for Megha. There we are. So we have, I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. It's interesting. A lot of us are getting fresh start messages, and it's all resonating because we're coming to the new year. It's time for 2026, guys. So yes, fresh starts are welcome around. Starseed card for Kieran. Here we are. So you have inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Yes, reacting to fear with love is very difficult, and it's one of my stages when I teach or talk about removing entities. So when we have an entity, whether it's attached to us or we're working on someone else, or we're just in the astral realm and we come across it, when we see an entity, we can get fear. But when we react with love, the outcome is very interesting and very positive. Mag, hello, welcome, Kira. Oh my gosh, I caught Kira on stream. Love, light, and blessings. Do you get a few questions in, Kira? Megha says, "What is off feeling guilty? Why is off feeling guilty or upset from past few days? What is going on with him?" Yeah, so this guilt of the because she's not exactly faithful. I mean, just because there's not a full on relationship going on, flirting with other people is cheating in my eyes anyway. And I feel like there's guilt about that. Kieran says a love card. Make the effort. So this love is worth taking risks. You are called to move forward. So if you feel like making an effort, taking risks, being the one to reach out, because a lot of the time we have like the masculine energy reaches the feminine. If you feel like reaching out, if you feel like saying I'm interested in you, go ahead and do that. Excuse my voice going, guys. I do apologize. Yeah, Jasmine says, "Hey, Kira, long time no see." I was like, I wonder where she's been. Exactly, I know. Feeling exactly the same. Shamika says, so I'm a clairvoyant and read photos, but my gift was affected by medication. I'm on a new medication, so it's much better like for my gift, but I wanted to know if I will get stronger or it's at the full potential. You're definitely not at the full potential. So you clearly are very gifted. Like I agree and believe with everything you're saying, but there's still an upward trajectory to go. There's still more to come from you. If you have not liked the video yet, guys, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. Jasmine says, what are my guides suggesting I do to get a flat stomach? Flat stomach, okay. Okay, so we have two things coming through, which are quite interesting. So we have sit-ups, but we also have hula hooping. And I believe you can get like those weighted hula hoops. I have one, but I don't really use it. So maybe I will because my stomach's not quite flat, and I do want to get mine back to being like totally flat. So I might take your guide's advice as well. I'm terrible at sit-ups, but I'm sure you can master them. But the way to hula hoop, I think, is the way I will go. Mega says I'm knitting a scarf for my sister. Will it turn out good, and what will she think of it? Yes, I am guessing that you will. It will turn out good eventually. I'm guessing like really feeling very um positive, excited, feeling very, almost like feeling special, feeling like it's very special to me, close to my heart, close to her heart, you know. Um, Queen says, what, sorry, I skipped someone, no. Queen says, what's the current energy of my heart chakra? It's just low. Your heart chakra is okay. It's balanced. There isn't dense energy at your heart chakra. The dense energy is only at your root, but your heart chakra is just low in energy. You could amplify that a little bit if you can. Work cards, AA. Don't really have work cards. Let's do an Akashic and see what happens. Or maybe we could do a spirit animal because sometimes we forget to. We might call on our guides or our angels or pray to God or the source or the universe to help us with our financial situation. But sometimes spirit animals can help with that as well. They have a lot of strength. So let's do a spirit animal for you. So this is for AA. Owl. So have the owl spirit, you see clearly now. So the owl spirit might take you on a clearer path. So try to connect a little bit with the owl spirit, and you might gain clarity yourself on where your work path should go, where you should be headed. But if you do want an Akashic, just comment that and I'll do an Akashic as well. But let's get a few more people because, like I said, this is a very quick stream. I am going to be done in the next 15 minutes. So I'm going to try to do some questions for people who haven't had them answered as well, who haven't had one yet, or who are new. Mary says, hi, how will next year be for me? So I know I really apologize to regular people because I know I have to repeat this a lot, but I don't do full readings on stream. So next year will be a full reading. If I was to do a reading for your next year, it will be longer than 30 minutes, definitely. And I can't sit here for 30 minutes with one person on stream. This is why we ask specific questions for the crystal ball. So everybody is getting a chance, everybody is getting a question in. But for Mary, I'll pull you an Akashic card and see what we get. So you have the light of the world. So the light of the world it is a lot about coming to realizations. It's very positive energy. It's connecting with like your God or the universe or your spirit guides or your higher self a lot more. It's about coming to the light is clarity. It's getting clarity on where your path should be, where you should go, and it can also be about meeting the right person to help you with the direction. So that might not necessarily romantic. It could be the right people online that are giving out information. It could be the right friends who are giving advice. It could be the right person who you collaborate with, or who get you a specific job, or anything like that. But it's meeting the right people and getting clarity yourself as well. So there's a spiritual aspect and a physical aspect to it. So it's very nice. Maisie Claydon, hello, welcome. You could try and see how my relationship will turn out. Okay, so I'll pull you a love card, and then if maybe I will look into the ball as well. Let's see what the love card says from Maisie Clayton. Distance. Okay. The separation you're experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. So there might be some distance, but it would be necessary to help the relationship grow. So if you go through a break, or sometimes it's distance like one of you works away, or one of you goes on holiday, or you have happen to have a long distance relationship for some reason. It could be temporary. It might just be that you both get super busy, and you spend a bit less time together physically. But there's distance in some way coming up, but it strengthens the bond. A lot of people say that phrase, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Excuse my throat, guys. I'm losing my voice. Um, distance or absence makes the heart grow fonder. A lot of people say that, and it's not always the case for everyone, but it seems like it will be the case for you. So if you have a break, or if there's any distance in any way, whether it's physical, emotional, it might be necessary, and you might learn lessons through that and then grow to have a deeper connection. So I guess the message from the card is, any distance or any issue that happens like that, try not to worry too much about it, because most likely it's for the benefit, and it will eventually bring you closer. Starseeds for Kieran, of course. Inner worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world, and vice versa. And I always say this, and this is why I am a proponent of Reiki and Feng Shui. We're looking at the energy of our inner systems, and then the energy of the earth around us and the space around us as well. Your inner world reflects your outer world. So a good example of this is, if you're a hoarder and your room is super cluttered, you're probably going to have a super cluttered mind. Your third eye might be chaotic and imbalanced, So we need to be careful about what the space we spend a lot of our time in is like as well. Spirit animal for Megha. Very cute. You got the squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. And the squirrel spirit as well can actually be a very positive omen for abundance, because the squirrel, they hide all their nuts. They're accumulating is it acorns or nuts? That they accumulate them. So I think a squirrel spirit can also be a very good omen for abundance as well. Mary says Akashic, of course. So you have, oh, sorry, we drew it this way. I do apologize. We have Hilarion. So it's Hilarion, if you can see, but we're drawing it upside down. So all this is saying is, so you have guides with you. They particularly would tend to be with this card, more angelic, more linked to maybe if you have a religion, it could be like your deity, your god, but it could be angels, like angel guides. And what it's saying is, they're trying to give you a message and you're not quite getting it. So clearing of your crown chakra could be very beneficial for you. Do a bit of work on your crown chakra to make sure you're getting those messages correctly, and look out for your signs and synchronicities. Don't doubt them. Trust your intuition as well. Jasmine, thank you for moderating. I greatly appreciate that. Maisie says, will my relationship turn out well? Okay. So I get prominent energy on it. It seems likely to turn out well. It's not like it's set in stone. It is a bit more of a free will kind of relationship. You're learning, you're growing together, but there's possibility of it turning out well, and it seems like a high possibility in the future. It does seem like there's a bit of some lessons first, some ups and downs, but it does seem like it could turn out very well. Jasmine, I really appreciate your moderating. Carolyn, what feelings, if any, did Christopher pick up from me on our call? Did he feel similarly? Yes, I'm definitely getting a resonance. It feels like after this, I feel like the release of anxiety is still happening. I don't feel like it's fully released, but I feel like as it's releasing, the energies begin to balance where you're like matching energy. Yeah, it's like, it's like you're mirroring maybe, but matching energy. The energy is beginning to match as that anxiety and doubts and worries are releasing. So there is still some release, but the energies are beginning to match. Ankita, hello and welcome. I'm so sorry to catch you as I'm jumping out. So we have just over 5 minutes left. So what I'm going to do So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to um, answer questions for anyone who is new or who hasn't had a question answered yet. We have a super chat from Sid, so that will go fast. Sid, why exactly did my carbuncle living entity H leave me a gift? And are the gang stalkers going to send any more demonic entities this year or next month? Okay. The leaving you a gift just feels like it's trying to make a nice gesture. It's like trying to. I feel like the spirit is really trying to connect with you on a deeper level and trying to really let you know they're there. They're trying to really, yeah, just connect with you on a deeper level and let you know they're there. It's just a generous, like a kind of thing. So I feel like really positive on that. But what I would say is, um, for the gang stalkers, what I do see with this, it's much more this year you may still get something coming to you or trying to come to you because you do have good protection. But next year will be a lot clearer. You're heading into a better um, year. Your protection is going to be it's increasing and it is good, but it's like you can still feel the things that are trying to get through. Next year, it's going to be even better and even clearer. So yes, that's what I feel. Pooja, hello, welcome. So, if Ankita or Pooja, if you have any questions because you haven't had any, I will answer them. So, Ankita says, why I'm not hearing back from AHK and Co. That told me to inform, but it's been a week. They haven't informed me anything or is texting back. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a message of you pushing. So you reach out again, just do a bit of pushing. And in the end, if it isn't meant to be, it isn't meant to be. But I'm getting the energy of you doing a bit of pushing. And excuse my voice, guys. My voice is going, so I do apologize. Hope you can still understand me. Maisie says, "Will my relationship last long?" If you rarely get through these ups and downs, I feel yes. I feel yes. There's a possibility of it. Ankita, should I start job at Base and Co or Bass and Co? It's 2 hours drive every day, or should I wait for AHK and Co? So what I'm getting is give a little bit longer for AHK, push a little bit, wait a little bit longer, but if not, then yes, go for the other option. But there's a possibility with AKH, if you push a little bit, it's possible. So yes. Pooja says, why do I feel so drawn to move and stay in southern states of India and culture there? Okay. Yeah, you definitely have a spiritual connection there, and it's part of the earth that's calling you, because don't forget we are connected to earth as well. As you guys know, I've been doing a lot of earth healing lately. I was called to Pendle. I was called to different areas like Stanton Stone Circle and different areas like Wiltshire and things like that. Well, I didn't need to rally to heal much energy in Wiltshire that much, but in Pendle, yes, especially I did. But yeah, so the earth calls us, but you do have soul family members as well that you're going to connect with there as well. Jasmine, this neighbour that was questioning whether he's attracted to me or not. Are we compatible? And will I be attracted to him or turned off eventually? I don't really look at him. I do that with guys as to not make them think I'm attracted to them or give them any more ideas. Okay. So attraction could grow here, but the prominence seems pretty small. I'm getting like maybe 20-30%. It doesn't feel negative. It just feels like a low prominent path. So maybe have a little look, have a little check out and see how you feel. Maybe you can open that path if you feel like it, but it seems quite small to me right now. Pooja, as I am working on my spiritual gifts, what advice my guides have for me about that? So that's more of a channel message kind of question, but let's do a love and light, and a dragon for Pooja. So a love and light here you have. Come on, play me some music. So for Pooja, express yourself through creativity. Praise your God's name with dancing, accompanied by tambourine and harp. So you're actually being given, and I always recommend dance. Like as you regulars will know, I'm always recommending dance for removal of stagnant energy as you move, and any movement you're guided to do with your body. If you just free yourself and release any, I don't know, like worry about what people, well, do it on your own, do it in your own time. But any dance that you're guided to do can release stagnant energy. But you're specifically connecting with your God, your deity, and using tambourine and harp to do that. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out and buy a harp or maybe buy a tambourine. But I've been to a very beautiful sound healing event where they had a harp. So maybe you might find one. Maybe there'll be an event that comes up with harp music that you can dance to. But a tambourine might be nice. That could be something you could do to help with expressing yourself through creativity is something your guides are telling you to do. It will help with removal of stagnant energy and heightening your sacral energy. So let's do a love and light for Pooja as well. Oh wait, that was. Did I put that in the wrong deck? That was love and light. Now I want to do a dragon for you. Apologies, getting them mixed up. So now we're going to do a dragon for Pooja. Here we are. So you have the black dragon. Cocoons. To the black dragon, cocoons you say that your divine potential grows. So it's a protective dragon, protection dragon, protecting you through your divine growth. Meditate, reflect, undergo your metamorphosis. Allow yourself to undergo that change, that transformation. The black dragon will protect you. Black is a very protective colour. So let's see. Pooja also says a love card, so let's do that. Have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. Yes, you just have faith. A relationship will flourish, and your guides are in support of it and guiding it. Let's see. Jasmine says Venus, I think, new meant new person. You may have blocked her by accident. Oh, okay. I just expect trolls. Oops. That's my mistake then. I apologise for that. I apologise. I thought that was like a insult, so I greatly apologise if I have blocked someone unintentionally by accident. I really, really apologise. If you can unblock them, then go ahead. But I'm not sure if I can do that. Can I do that? I'm so sorry if I blocked you. I didn't know how to find them. I know their name. Oh no, I forgot their name actually. Scroll up. I'm so sorry. If I blocked someone and you were actually just being kind, then I greatly apologize. It says that wait, what? I think I unblocked them. I think. I'm so sorry. If I blocked you by accident, I'm great. If I blocked you thinking you were being a meme when you weren't, then I greatly apologize. I can't find it now. Yeah, I unblocked them. Let me see. So we have a lot of messages. Let's see. So I'm just going to do the questions for people who haven't had one. Let's see what was I don't know where I was up to now. Jasmine's message. Jasmine. Oh my gosh, there's so many messages. I might have to stay on for a little, tiny bit longer. Oops. But thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine, you're great. I really appreciate Jasmine. I don't know what I would do without you on stream, to be honest. Um, so Macy says all these thoughts for me today. I got more like fleeting images of you, like fleeting images of memories and images of how you look. That's what I'm getting. Not like really going deep into thoughts at the moment. Lemony Snickers, hello and welcome. I had a question. Where is my relationship headed? Is this my future partner? I'll pull you a love card. Let's do a love card for Lemony Snickers. I think your name is. There we go. So we have third party situation. Oh no. Other people may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. So third party doesn't always mean that like you'll cheat or they'll cheat or something like that. It can sometimes be there's someone interfering, someone doing psychic attacks or dark magic, or just trying to break you up, trying to spread gossip, trying to get between you. It doesn't necessarily mean that one of you is attracted to that person, but just bear that in mind and look out for that. That's definitely a warning to look out for. And Kira says, I've been away for a while. Do you need anything to read me on my partner's energy? No, just you can just very welcome to ask questions. I am very connected to your energy, Kira. I don't think I need to reconnect. But lovely if you have a new partner. That's nice to read. Toward the Terror, I just see you say this week. I don't see anything else. Kira says, should I remain in my relationship or be single? Okay. I'm actually getting remain in a relationship there. Lemony Snickers says, will I be getting 90 plus in my finals? Guys, please remember, when you leave your full name and date of birth, it helps me to connect with your energy better. I'm still going to answer questions if you don't leave, if you, excuse my voice is going. I'm still going to answer the questions if you don't leave your full name and date of birth, but the accuracy might not be, on par, let's say. But I'll still do the question. So will I be getting 90% plus in my finals? It's coming as like around that, around 90 is what I'm getting. I'm feeling like maybe a little bit less. Kira, a love card, of course. I think we just did one. Oh no, that was for someone else, I think. So love card for Kira. Be honest. Heart-to-heart conversations are necessary. It's safe for you to talk about your feelings, and yes, we always have to talk about our feelings and be honest, and try not to drag our feet for too long on any issue that's going on in our minds. Spirit animal for Pooja. You have the flamingo spirit. Embrace the in between. So that is interesting as well, because it's that part of the transformation as we go through it. You're here, you transform to here. The journey is still very important, and the flamingo energy can help you embrace any in between stages, any the journeys and things like that. Baby says yo, finally in time. Well, I apologise that I'm actually finishing, but baby goody, if you have any question, I will answer one or two for you, since I am jumping out. Pat says gorgeous eyes. I could get lost in them for centuries. Well, I appreciate compliments much more than we usually get trolls, so it's been a very nice stream. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. My eyes are pretty blue, so yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very sweet. Nice to meet you, Pat. So Goody says, could you tell me if T wants to meet me or not? I guess a yes on wanting to meet you. And the card I'll choose, I'm going to give you a love and light today. So love and light for Goody. We have um, let love light the way. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the universe will personally go ahead of you. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the universe will personally go ahead of you. The universe, your gods, your deities, your angels, your spirit guides will be with you and will never fail you or abandon you. So let love light the way. Follow your love, follow your heart, and your angels will always be there for you. Um, Amy says, is my boyfriend Sunny cheating on me? What are his intentions for me? Okay, so again, new people, if you leave your full name and date of birth, the questions are more accurate, but I will still do it. I will still do it. So Amy066, is my boyfriend Sunny cheating on me? What are his intentions for me? I don't get cheating, but I also don't get super committed energy. I don't really feel like this committed intentions. I do feel like this person needs a bit of growth, and maybe it's a more of a learning relationship than a long term relationship. It does feel like you're you know there's a non-committal kind of energy, I would say. um so Pat says, you could listen to me right now. You know, I occasionally I get compliments on my voice, but right now it's really bad. I need more work. Any of you guys that want to send healing prayers, positive energy to my throat chakra, I greatly appreciate it, because I do a lot of talking in my work, and yeah, my voice is going. So I really am jumping off, guys. So Jasmine, you're saying you're thanking Tara for some advice. I didn't see it. I didn't see Tara's message. I don't know why. The first message I saw from Tara was just like 2 words. So, oh, I see that. So I don't. That's just an alarm, a reminder. So I don't know why I didn't see your message, Tara, but any advice you can give on dieting, I would greatly appreciate as well. Um, I find like when I really intently focus on spell work, and when I really intently focus on spell work, my appetite is perfect. My appetite's exactly how I want it. I'm drawn exactly to the right foods. As soon as I kind of like drift away from my own spell work because I'm doing too much work for others, and then I'm like, oh no, my belly. I need a flutter, you know. Um, so Ocean says, should I go to Tokyo tomorrow? I guess a yes on that. Tamika says, thank you, you're very welcome. Love card for Rain. Overthinking. Playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there in the first place. So don't overthink on any issues that maybe weren't even there to begin with. And we do that, don't we? We play out little scenarios in our head that don't really ever come to light. So be mindful of that. And Amy says the outcome for me and Sunny, it feels like it feels like there's a lot of positivity to be had, experiences, lessons, but it just feels like it's not forever. It just feels like it's a temporary relationship, a learning relationship. Tara says squirrel hiding nuts. They're hilarious. They hide thousands of nuts and remember where they hide 300 of them. They are nature's gardeners, planting trees all over the place. Exactly. So we're connecting with abundance with that. Firewood says, hi Venus, hello and welcome. So Brett, hello and welcome. Annie Cat says, will I pass my law exam tomorrow? I guess a yes on that. Firewood says, good luck and best wishes. And yes, I think we should all be giving Annie Cat some luck. Fingers crossed, prayers and things like that. But yes, you'll pass, and I believe you'll pass. Bear says, am I a victim of MK Ultra? This is an interesting question because it's something I've connected with a lot of people who've been victimized by MK Ultra directly. So most of the world is affected by MK Ultra um, indirectly. Now, when I say indirectly, I mean with programming, with advertisements and TV and things like that. Things I don't want to talk about on stream. I don't like to get conspiratorial on stream, but I will answer the question. So yes, I'm getting a yes from you. And Jasmine wishing Annika luck as well. Very nice. Um, let's see. Tara, you're welcome. Don't worry about appearance too much as long as you're healthy and happy. I made the most progress in fitness when I found activities that I like. Yes, it has to be something that you like. For me, that's why I like it. Sounds so silly and retro, but I love the Dance Mart because it gives you like a score. And for me, I'm like, oh, on that song I got a B, so I'm going to do a game because I want to get an A. So it kind of motivates me. Whereas like if I just get like some weights and there's no score, I'm not getting a score, so it doesn't motivate me, Um, let's see. Amy says card for better guidance with my boyfriend Sunny and me. I'm going to pull you I'm going to give you a dragon. I'm drawn to give you a dragon. So you have the fire dragon. Burn up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired and clear your soul pathway. So it could just be that you need a cleanser of the relationship and things will improve. It doesn't necessarily mean clearing them away completely. Maybe you just need a cleanser of the relationship and then it can improve. Fire is a great cleanser. Working with the fire dragon might help with clearing any negativity and helping to move forward. Alana says, I'd really like to know what Wessel, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that one, has been telling people about me and how far he has gone. He is unstable and obsessive and extremely obsessive, and I'm really afraid. Okay. Yeah, it's this chaotic energy. It's like it feels like there's telling some people good things and telling some people bad things. There's telling some people like you know that you have a deeper connection than you do, and that maybe they've done things with you that they haven't done. So it's kind of like a lies going around. But then there's other times where there's kind of bad mouthing you, saying that you're like a bad person and that you've done bad things. So there's like a combination. It's quite chaotic actually. That's what I pick up. Goody says problems with increasing finances. Please join on 30th of December, the Abundance Spell. Any members, if you're having trouble with finances, work, things like that, join the Abundance Spell on December 30th. We will do that. Alana says him and his ex have done some chaos death magic on me. What can I do to protect myself? Okay. So I agree with you. I think you're right on that. And what I would say is that you need high protection and perhaps the cleanser. Guys, remember that the main thing I do is cleansing and protection. It's like my main thing. Go to my website, secretfrequencies.com/shop. My cleansers are very intensive and also very reasonably priced. So just check that out, see how you feel, if you feel drawn to it. I do chakra clearing, dense energy clearing, removal of hexes, entities, magic, anything like that. Any balancing that's needed, just any clearing that's needed, basic cord cutting, things like that, And then I do protection. I always add protection. We have another super chat. My voice is really going, guys. I really can't stay for much longer. So if you're new, I greatly apologise if you don't get a question answered. But I'm going to do the super chat, and then again, like I said, if there's someone in the chat who hasn't had any answered, I will answer them. But I'm going to be back very, very regularly, so make sure you are subscribed. I do readings like this all the time. I mix up the oracle cards as well, so we have a little different from time to time. I do flower readings, bone readings, pendulum, tarot. You know, I do all sorts of different readings. So I greatly apologise if you are catching me as I'm jumping out, but I will see you again soon, and hopefully when my throat is a bit better as well. So Sid for the super chat says, "Why have I been constipated for 2 days now? Is it the Wegovy? What can I do to help the constipation other than eating more fibre?" Okay. Yeah. So one was coming through as a black coffee, so just like a real black coffee, not like a freeze dried, like a real filter kind of coffee, you know, filter, cafetiere, just any kind of real coffee, not freeze dried coffee. But also I'm guessing that you're not staying hydrated enough with just water, just water. But yes, that it's linked to some medication at least. No, it wasn't Mises. I got a reading from ChatGPT and it was scarily accurate. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't think that ChatGPT is good at readings, personally, myself, but maybe it resonates with some people. I just think you need personal touch and real human energy and human souls to really connect with readings, in my opinion. Um, so let's see. Yeah, well, I wouldn't necessarily say there's, yeah, the ethics. I think with any technology can be used for good. I believe that anything that we create on this earth can be used for good, can be used for utopia. It just depends who's in charge and how they use it. But just personally for me, things like readings, healings, and things like that. I mean, a lot of people add technology to their healings. You know, if you're listening to frequencies through your phone, through a YouTube, well, I mean, I'm doing readings right now through a phone, you know? So technology can help us if we're using it for good. But I feel like there always has to be some level of personal touch, which is why I love that I'm here in person, you're where you are in person. Yes, we're between phones or devices, but we're still in person, you know? Marg, let's see. Um, will I finally will I finally move for Claudel January or February after all blockages? Getting higher energy on February for you, Mag. Venus, is there a thing with absorbing some physical symptoms from people online? I can feel your scratchy throat and I can feel one of Jan's symptoms. I feel sometimes I need to. Yes. So we all know, and as you know, you're very highly spiritual and you have the gift yourself. What I would say is, I know I always recommend this and I always like sharing it, but that aura meditation that I have, where you bring in your aura to protect yourself, you might just need to upkeep with doing that. You might need to do that more regularly. If you've lost the link for that or you can't find it, just message me. And I know when I have a lot of chats with people, it's difficult to find links that I might have sent ages ago. It might be difficult to find videos that I posted ages ago. So if you want a link, let me know. But it's a very simple meditation about bringing in your aura, and it helps with protection and it helps with picking up when our aura is very open. So right now my aura is very open because I have to be reading for you guys. I have to be doing spiritual work. But after I finish this, I'm going to do a meditation to bring my aura back in. So when I go out, if I go out, or if I'm hanging out with the normal everyday people who aren't spiritual or I'm not reading for, I need to have my energy protected. So I do this meditation, bringing my aura in, and it really helps. So hopefully it will help you. And you probably have done it before, but I would just say to keep up with it or just do it regularly for a little bit. And now I don't think you're imagining it, although the interesting thing about imagination is imagination and psychic abilities are both in the third eye, you know? So they're connected a little bit. Um, which I could talk about that more, but I do need to leave. Um, Beth says thanks and happy new year. Well, I really hope to see you again. Guys, I'm really sorry if you only got one question answered because I'm leaving. I do greatly apologise, but if you subscribe, if you click the notification bell, I am on very, very often, so I will definitely read for you again. I would love to see you again in the stream. And you can check out all of my links in the description, like I said. There's ways to contact me off stream, and there's my website as well for the sessions, spells, and readings that I do. And thank you for Sneal. So it's like 22 health guidance. So health guidance, that's just too broad. Specific questions for the crystal ball. What exactly are you asking for? What is the guidance you want, you know? If you're asking for health guidance, I would maybe say to find the holistic healing modality that you're drawn to. For example, for me, it's sound healing, but for you, it could be Reiki or acupuncture. I love acupuncture as well. It could be Reiki, acupuncture, massage, aromatherapy. You know, there could be something that really works for you that, you know, that you're drawn to. So it's about what you're drawn to, really. But I really appreciate if you subscribe, because I definitely will be back. Like I said, there might be a members crystal ball this evening, and there's going to be an abundance stream, abundance spell stream on the 30th of December, and there'll be crystal balls in between. When I get a spare hour, I will do one. And I did say I was only going to do an hour, and I'm now up to an hour and a half, so I really have to try to go, but let's see. I love to see you guys chatting together in the chat as well. That's nice. I don't have a cold, but my voice is going. I have been talking a bit too much lately, and I definitely need to rest my voice. But yeah, I mean, I don't really mind. It's okay. I feel okay. But yeah, I'm sorry if it's annoying. You can definitely tell that my voice is going. So yes, anyone who does do any energy healing or prayers, positive affirmations, sending positive energy, send me some throat healing energy, please. I would appreciate it. So I agree with some things that Tara's posting, but I just don't want to go into them because, I mean, when you're saying self-defense tools, I won't mention one thing that I carry with me because I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but I have pepper spray and um, alarm, you know, a grape alarm, should we say? I think that's how they say that on TikTok. I carry things like that with me, and there's one more item I carry with me that I won't mention. For my own protection, self-defense. I don't know how you got speaking about self-defense, but I just saw that then. Yeah, for utility. Yeah, I mean, it's just for cutting up apples, really. You know, I eat a lot of apples. I need to cut them up. Let's see. So, first, Snehal Patel. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. You're very welcome to correct me in the chat with how to pronounce your name. But you say, "Will I recover? Will I recover, ma'am? When?" So let's see when your health, like a time frame for health getting better. I'm guessing like June, July next year for health getting better. So I apologise that to give the answer. Well, that's quite far away, but June, July next year it seems. I really appreciate it. So I'm probably going to go back and read some of the chats that Jasmine and Tara are having here in the chat after when I have spare time. But I'm really trying to finish up now. Five words says, "Does Tuhin think of me since I walked away?" If I pronounce that wrong, I'm sorry, but I will do the question. And I get a yes on it. Herbal tea, definitely. I mean, I've been having honey in my coffee, which I do all the time anyway, but I've been putting extra honey in there. Manuka honey is great, but I actually don't have Manuka honey on me at the moment. But I'm having local honey from that's made in one of the farms around here, from one of the beekeepers around here. So it's pretty good. And I feel mostly okay. So it's mostly the mornings. Afternoon to evening, I start to feel fine. Then in the mornings, I'm guessing it's been, I think this is the third day of me kind of feeling it. but this is the first day of my voice sounding off, I think. I'm pretty sure I sounded okay yesterday. Thank you, Jasmine. I greatly appreciate that. Eating a lot of apples and using to cut them up. Yes, yes. So guys, I'm not ignoring questions. Like I said, I'm jumping off. So I'm just doing questions for new people or people who haven't had any yet. I am jumping off. I'm sorry if you caught me as I'm jumping off. I said I was only going to be on for an hour. I've been on for an hour and a half. I am going to jump on whenever I can, but I do have work to do, so I do have to get off pretty soon. Brittany says, will Dwight reach out to me this week? Okay. I guess a no. I guess a no on this week, and I'm really sorry to say that. I don't like to give the negative answers. Tara says you did last night. Oh, you mean like my voice sounded off last night? Yeah, maybe it did. If that's what you mean. But yeah, so send me healing energy. Do some prayers for me. And yes, I'm going to have some herbal teas. I'm going to have some more honey. I'm going to just relax. Well, I'm not going to. Well, yeah. I mean, I'll relax because I find my work relaxing. You know, I'm doing some channelings. It's mostly channelings I have booked in for today. So I'm excited to connect with people's guides. Some guides or guides I've connected with before, so I can't wait. And then exciting to meet new people's guides that I've never connected with. That's always exciting. So yeah, I'm going to jump off to get on with my work. Oh, it sounded normal last night. Yes, I know. That's what I thought. I did think that. Yeah, it's just this morning that I've been kind of hit a little bit on the. But it's always my throat chakra. My throat chakra is always the place that suffers. Since my first entity attachment was a throat chakra entity that I learned to remove, and that's why I'm so good now at cleanses and removing entities. But yeah, it is an area that gets affected quite a lot, and I do a lot of speaking, a lot of throat chakras are like communication and self-expression. I do a lot of self-expression as well, so I'm always getting issues here. It's an area that's quite ongoing for me to work on. Mag says, I love you sending, I love you sending healing to your throat chakra. Take some ginger tea with cinnamon. Don't expose. Yes, I've been keeping super warm. I had a really nice bath as well. And yeah. So thank you guys so much. So Goody, as I said, I'm not ignoring questions. I need to jump off. I've been on for half an hour longer than I said that I would. So I'm not ignoring it. I said that I'm not answering anymore because I need to jump off. But I will do your last one for you. So what are P's thoughts for me? Will it be great to break the no contact for me today? Well, backstory, I ghosted him as he was bring on and off contact. So what's the question? Are you asking, like, should you contact today? Is that the question? You're asking, should you contact? Tell me the question. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I just said that I was only going to do an hour, and then when it gets to just before an hour, I say, I'm just answering questions from new people who haven't had questions answered yet. You had a few questions answered today, and everyone else didn't get. Everyone else got some questions ignored as well. I'm not angry at you. I'm not angry at all. It's just when it gets towards the end, I do new people and people who haven't had any answered. So if you've had a few answered throughout the stream, I start to skip them a little bit. But go on, watch your, yeah, so should you, so I love you. I love you. I would never ever be angry at you. It's just sometimes if I have to jump off, I will skip people who've already had a few answers. Does that make sense? So if you've been on stream for a little bit, I'll leave your ones for now and get to people who haven't had any. I just try to be as fair as I can. I'm trying to do something for everyone, you know. So yes, Goody. Should I contact Pete today? Okay. I'm not getting today. I'm getting like maybe 3 to 4 days time. That's the time frame I'm getting. So it's like giving a bit of space, giving a bit more of a weight. That's the time frame I'm getting. And never ever apologise. Don't apologise as well. I absolutely, I would never be angry at you. I just need to go. So yeah, I try my best to just be as fair as possible, try to give everybody a little bit of time. But yes, so love, light and blessings to each of you. It's been great, even staying on longer than I planned. I always do that anyway, but yeah, so going to do some channeling today. And if you've emailed or Discord or Facebook messaged me, you'll be getting replies today as well. So it's the channelings and the replies that I'm focusing on today. Um, and then of course, like I said, a travel home, which that's only like an hour and a half out of the day, so that's okay. um and then if I do get home early enough and I've done my work, I will be doing a members crystal ball. So Goody and other members here, if there's some questions you didn't get answered today in this one, just save them, remember them, because if I have the time today, I will do a members one later. If I don't, it will be before the end of the year. Oh, it's heart chakra though. Sorry, if you're not heart chakra, I forgot to say that. I'm so sorry. It's heart chakra members. So if you're a heart chakra member, you'll be getting a stream later today or before the end of December. Vibert says, Venus, take care and boil water with ginger, salt, black pepper and drink it. It will help. I did send you healing energy. Thank you so much for sending me, and I appreciate the tips, because yes, I mean, I use herbs constantly in my daily life, but it's always nice to have those tips. Cinnamon, I didn't think of cinnamon. I think someone mentioned cinnamon, which I didn't think of. And black pepper, yes, I use it constantly. It's Black pepper is like my favorite thing, but in a drink, I didn't consider that today. So yes, I also appreciate that. So cinnamon, black pepper, you guys are giving me some extra advice. Ginger, lemon, honey, all things I've already done. My regular vervain, my regular sambucol as well, I've already done. But yes, thank you for the additional extras. I definitely will do that. Love, light and blessings to each of you. I really hope to see you soon. If you're a heart chakra member, hopefully I can see you later. I will try to keep you updated on that. Just depends. Like I said, I didn't drive here myself, so I'm relying on my friend when my friend finishes work to give me a lift home, and we'll see what timing we're on then. But right now, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to get some channeling. So I feel like I can feel the healing energy already. But yes, if you do have a moment in your day, do please send me that energy, and I would greatly appreciate that. And I will take all of the advice for all of the herbs, all of the teas. I will do that. Thank you. I appreciate you all so much and love you so much. So hope to connect with you soon. And if anyone that only got like 1 or 2 questions answered, I hope I catch you at a better time next time. And shout out to any new subscribers. It's lovely to have new people in the community. Don't be shy. Come into all the streams. We love to have you. And everyone it's a great community. So love, light and blessings.